Just imagine for a second, in a parallel universe, a fantasy. Mike Portnoy is put in front of the cameras and he has to learn an entire Tool song, which lasts a long time, by the way, in just a few hours. Can you imagine that? Oh, well, it's happened. Fortunately, the folks from Drumeo have once again provided us an amazing, entertaining experience that we can all watch together and enjoy thoroughly. Mike Portnoy is one of the greatest drummers of all time, as could be argued is Danny Carey. There are some similarities in what they play. They're both progressive drummers. They both play in progressive bands. Now, there are differences in the sound, obviously, but if anyone is going to pull off learning a Tool song by Danny Carey, it's Mike Portnoy. One of my favourite drummers of all time. A massive inspiration. I've heard Tool just a few times. I like Tool. I respect Tool. Danny Carey is undoubtedly a phenomenal drummer. But I am more at home and ease with Dream Theater and Mike Portnoy as I grew up listening to them. And Mike's been such a massive influence on my playing. I'm very much excited to watch how he can pull off learning a Tool song in such little time. So, let's get on with it. Here we go.
Mike, I've waited a long time to do this video.
You know, it's strange. I'm not nervous about this. Like, I should be scared because now I'm actually expected to nail something.
What would we possibly give Mike Portnoy, who can play the Dance of Eternity? But before we jump in, if you look at the iPad on your left and you swipe left, there's a video for you to watch before you start.
Oh, boy.
I'm so excited for this.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Mike.
Jordan Rudess,
here.
keyboardist of Dream Theater.
Everybody at Drumeo has a pretty cool challenge for you, but I also know that you, my friend, are the ultimate prog drummer. You can do it. Your musicality will shine through. Breathe. Get your bottle of Advil ready. It's all
If anyone
gonna
can do
happen.
it,
You're gonna have
Mike
fun,
Portnoy
and I'll
can
see
do
you
it.
Soon enough.
This track, does he know what it is? Or?
He knows what it is. He said it was a great choice.
I'm a 56-year-old man here. I have my limitations.
You may have heard Jordan did have to learn The Woven Web by Animals as Leaders.
Please
We're
don't
not,
fuck
we're not
with
giving you that. According to
He
the
was
internet
sweating
in
then, wasn't he?
2019, you went on record saying this album that the song is from was one of your top albums of 2019.
Pressure's
So
on.
that
He
may
knows
help
it.
you out.
What was
He
I
knows
listening
it.
to 2019. Huh.
The moment of reality dawns. Reality strikes on Mike Portnoy. What's he gonna do?
I mean, this is Tool, right?
This is Tool.
It is. How can you give me a Tool song? Come on.
Good luck,
For you,
Mike.
Mike.
I'm not Dennis Chambers, you know.
Nobody is.
I got a problem with this.
I mean, for the record, Danny
Nobody's
Carey
Dennis
is
Chambers, Mike.
one of the most creative drummers I've ever heard. So whatever, I mean, this is going to be impossible.
It's not. No, it's not. It's you, Mike.
Do I have to play all of that? I don't have any kind of
You can
tuned
make
percussion
your
or
own
anything.
creative choices.
Well,
Whatever you want to do.
here we go.
This is where the
gonna
nightmare
find the
begins. For good luck in finding the one, Mike. Because I'm not going to be able to do
I
it.
already can't find the one. Fuck it, Danny.
It's hard to find where it begins
Oh,
and
there's a
ends.
click.
Where does the time signature start? Where does it begin? To the next bar.
All right,
That's the hard
gotta
bit,
get
right?
The time signature.
Initially, that's what you've got to work out. You've got to try and work out the structure of it.
Triple
Otherwise,
feel.
or you've got no hope. It says it's a triplet field. You can tell.
Oh, the vocal sound.
Dun, dun, dun. It's like 6. Which changes, obviously.
Oh, man.
Nothing's going to be solid and simple. Nothing's going to be
Please tell
consistent.
me this is only like 4 minutes long. Not like
I don't think it's 4 minutes, this one. Yeah, 3 times that. It's 12 minutes, Mike. Sorry. Right, let's have a go at listening and trying to work out the time signatures with it, if we can. I mean, we probably can't.
Right, this one I got.
Well, that's 4/4, so we can do that.
Those verses are fucking...
Sounds alien. Sounds alien,
Can I just
4/4
say,
to Tool.
Danny, they probably spent how many years writing this? Like 10 years?
Yeah.
And what do I get, 10 minutes?
Yeah. takes years
It's
to
gonna be
try
a long
and
night, boys.
structure these
Gonna put that pot
crazy
of coffee
songs.
on. It's gonna be a long night.
I'll have a coffee as well, Mike. I need one just listening
Oh.
to this.
This is a play on the verses, I believe. Well, I'll figure that out when I come to it.
2, 3, 4. Okay.
Fuck,
wait.
it's so good.
Fuck, it's so good.
All right, boys, wrap it up. Wrap it up. Get on with it, you wankers.
He's thinking, what have I let myself
All
in
right,
for?
so I have to start by saying, first of all, that's fucking awesome. So phenomenal. I mean, Danny is just so tasty, so creative, but fuck!
What else would we give you?
This is going to be
You
insane.
can play everything.
It's one thing to write shit like that. It's one thing to write like the shit I have written with Dream Theater, but to be put on the spot like this is just cruel.
When it's
On
someone
the
else that's
record,
written
this
it,
is,
it's so much
definitely
harder
the
to
most
work out.
savage learning a song video Drumeo has ever done.
Oh, thanks.
So, welcome here.
He's got the hardest job, Mike. Of all the drummers I've ever been on
This is
Drumeo.
going to take a little while. I'm going to probably need a round to get just the arrangement before I even start tackling the time signatures. And then there's the actual drum parts themselves.
Yeah, but that's
so
no
true.
bad thing, Mike. It will take you time. It'll take anyone
Now
time.
that's the key right there. I got to unlock that time
1,
signature.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
A song
1,
like this,
2,
you need
3,
to listen
4,
to
5. And then it changes.
20, 30
1, 2.
times to 100 times to get these nuances.
It's in triplets at the
believe
beginning.
in you,
I know
I
that.
still have yet to crack the code on the time signatures and the verses.
Yeah, we can loop that as many times as you want.
Yeah. That would be good. It's almost like a 9. It's an odd time before the tag. I think once I crack the code,
I'm
everything
struggling.
else will fall into place, assuming they stick to those time signatures.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, like what we'll do in Dream Theaters, we'll have this wacky code, and once you crack it, then we'll fuck with it some more later.
Yeah, I've noticed, Mike. I've tried to learn
Well,
Dream Theater
that
songs.
doesn't help. That it sounds like he's coming in on the upbeat or on the 2. I'm speaking out loud.
It really
I'm just
does.
So freaking confused.
I was trying to count 6, and it worked a minute.
Doesn't help that he's playing a polyrhythm over that.
Polyrhythm's going on over on time
I'm gonna put
signatures.
add fills
Thanks, Danny.
in the second half of the second chorus. Then the halftime tag.
4/4 sounds so alien with
All right.
Tool.
Let's keep going. I'm gonna have to come back to the crack the code.
Don't blame you,
Start to
Mike.
make some drumming notes for this breakdown and the pump. Count bars.
Yeah, takes time, dude.
All right. So here comes the pump. 2,
When he goes to 4/4
3. These
with
poor
Tool,
camera guys. I feel so bad for you guys.
I don't feel sorry for the camera guys. They'll
It's
be on a lot of
building
money,
every
dude.
time. Every 4 bars, something else is coming in. Oh, where was I?
4/4 for Tool sounds so crazy.
Okay, so 4 rounds of the counter.
It's
Double
not used
bass
to it.
comes in. It's 2 rounds. Land on the 4. Land on 4. Guitar setup. Now back to the fucking code.
Back to the time signatures. 2, 3, 4.
Every time that comes in is so huge.
Trying to count it.
Snares are on.
Where does it begin? Where does it end?
Adding fills again on the second half of the chorus. Then the tag.
What a song.
Yeah, it is. It is an amazing fucking song to listen to. It's a fucking nightmare to learn. I will get this. It's just going to take some time. All right. Piss break. Piss and coffee break.
I need the same.
Okay with being patient, right?
Oh, yeah. All the time you need.
Okay.
Enjoyable for us.
What were some of the other ones that other people are doing? Yeah, you couldn't give me a Foo Fighters tune or a
I just love Mike
God, I would
Portnoy.
have loved a Foo Fighters song.
You want to do a first attempt?
Fuck no. Let me ask you something. You mentioned Danny Carey's playthrough. Would it be cheating for me to watch that?
I think that could be cool.
See, already
Visual clues help.
having the visual helps. And he's not even playing the groove yet. But just
You can see what he's doing.
when I have to learn
Push you
a
at ease a
song,
bit.
a lot of times I will go to YouTube and seeing it somehow helps cement it a little bit better.
Can unlock it for you as a drummer when you watch the hits and the rudiments, the sticking patterns they're doing. Unless it's Danny Carey, then it probably makes it harder.
No, it's not any easier.
See? That was
All right,
right.
so for starters, I'll say this. When I was just listening, I was only hearing the drums, but now I'm seeing what he's performing, that he's doing so much more. I don't know how many full listens through it this is at this point, maybe 5 or... You can't feel this, so I have to crack the code.
You have to find out the time signature first, and then you can start working on intricacies. Without knowing the code, as Mike Portnoy calls it, which is all it is knowing when the bar begins and the bar finishes, then you can start putting your own feel to it and performing it. So now he's having a little bit of a run through with the hits, just to get the feel of where to go on the drum kit, where to navigate, and also just to try and develop some fluidity with his playing on the song, muscle memory, and just understanding what he's got to do. Because then you don't have to overthink it. If you practice the parts as you go along, you kind of get a feel for where your hands are going. And
Like,
your
I
feet.
already knew how to play this song.
Yeah, you just bust it out and you're like, it's perfect.
I wish I knew how to play
Do you
the song
want to
too.
take
Then
a
I'd go
listen
on
to
to them.
the verse section once more?
Yep, I'm still
Nearly an hour and a half.
trying to crack that code. Watching definitely helped. The other thing would
Seems
be
to
to
be
look
doing
up the
well.
transcriptions.
We have that lever, but we're not gonna give that one to you yet.
Okay.
If it gets to
naughty.
that point, that's we've got that.
6.
All right.
6,
Keep
isn't
going.
it?
I think I'm getting somewhere.
4, 5, 6.
All right.
1,
I'm
2, 3,
counting
4,
a lot of 11s in there, 6 and 5s.
6 and 5. 6, 6, 5.
6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Okay, so that's not 6 after the 5, I don't
Figured
think.
out like what the cycle is at this point.
6, 8, 6, 8, 5, 8.
The start of each phrase is a 6, 6, and a 5. Thank you for your patience, but yeah, this is a fucking challenge. If you don't mind, keep looping that.
6 8 notes, 6 8 notes, 5 8 notes. Then I'm at a loss.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
No,
All
1,
right,
2,
that's
3. 4.
3, 3, 4, 3. You sure you don't want to do a Foo Fighters song?
So 6 9. 6 7, sorry. 6 8 7 8. Depending on how you want to break down the bar and how you want to transcribe it, because it could be seen as
How many hours are we on at this?
different
at this
sign
point?
signatures.
Mike, we've
and both
loaded
would
up
be right.
Drumeo songs with the transcription for Numa.
Yeah, it's all 6s, 5s, and 3s. I mean, then again, all of music is. Yeah.
Is it?
Wow.
I thought it was in
Okay,
4/4,
well, this
a lot of
helps.
music,
I'm
Mike.
not even going to look at the actual drum notation. I'm just going to look at the numbers.
To a progressive drummer like Mike Portnoy, 6 5 and 3s, well, everything is.
3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Ah, all right, hang on.
How are you going to
It's got
internalize
bars
that
of 5s and 3s.
in such short
I think of
time?
those more as 6s and 2s, but maybe not.
Are you noticing like a time signature pattern or cycle that's repeating in the verse?
I'm still trying to grasp
Seems
it.
to be
do you,
6
do you
6
know it?
5.
The accents are all weird, but there is like a 3-number cycle that.
Well, it's 6 5, 6 5, 6 5. It's all 6 5. It's pretty much all 11. 6 5, 6 5,
Yeah.
6.
That seems to be the code, doesn't
neighbor
it?
of the beast.
There's a 3 in there, but
I've always
the
thought
neighbor
this
of
is
the
like a
beast. of the
12,
beast.
11, 10 cycle. We're broken out. I mean, 6s and 5s all the way through, but
This makes Dream Theater sound like fucking Weezer. With all due respect to Weezer, I love Weezer.
It doesn't, Mike. It's just because
Yeah, I mean, this is
it's just
this
because
is
you
crazy.
haven't written it. That's all. If it was Dream Theater, Tool would be saying the exact same thing. 'Cause, that makes us sound like Weezer. But it's when you don't know something, it's hard to work out. That's why the code's
But
hard to break.
Even seeing it, it's hard to even crack the code.
It makes it
So when
easier
you're
to see it.
learning,
I'm not going to lie.
For any of your other bands or anything where
Well, you can stop right there. Whatever I have done to ever learn for any of my bands, is completely pointless to this exercise.
It is, yeah. It won't help you at
Or
all.
to anybody else ever needing to learn
No one's going to
anything.
need it.
Who is going to need to learn this?
Exactly. Unless you're playing for them.
You might get the call.
No.
and then
You
you'll
might get the
thank
call.
us.
No. Danny Carey, lose my number.
It's so modest.
This gig.
It's so modest. You're learning this in a few hours.
Well,
You'd be
that, though,
fine,
here's,
mate.
Here's the top of the
It'd be
song.
It's too modest. It'd be fine to play Tool. Takes time to work things out, but once you've worked it out, you've got where does the bar start, where does the bar end. Then it's just
Can you take it from
a lot simpler.
the guitar setup?
I love that riff though.
Okay, it's not the same thing.
So it changes.
It's not.
So the time signature code
Hang on a
changes.
second.
It's not always the
You
same.
When the setup
Good
is
luck.
in the same riff, and then they decide to change it.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So glad he stopped me.
What we'll do in Dream Theater is we'll have this code that, and once you crack it,
Karmic
we'll fuck with it
retribution.
some more later.
Not
This
just Dream
isn't
Theater,
a
mate.
song. This is a mathematic equation.
It really is.
All right.
It is, because
go.
you're having to count. You have to count everything, otherwise you can't do it. You literally can't
We'll
work
have to
this
loop
out
the last bit.
without knowing the time signatures. That's where music theory comes into fruition, and that's why Mike has to have some
Do I
music
have to
theory.
get this in one take, in one
No
shot?
way.
I would say even if we do like a few sections of this and end the
Yes.
video, there's no way like the song can be perfected in a session.
That
No,
would be
there's no
insane.
way. I think it would be most advantageous if we took it section by section. I mean, this is like
Yes,
tossing
obviously.
somebody like Frank Zappa's The Black Page.
Absolutely it is.
comprehension, The learning, the listening. We're not even talking about the playing. The playing is just one of so many aspects to this that makes this a ridiculous experiment.
Drums are
All
so
right,
misunderstood.
At this point,
There's a
do you
lot
wanna
to
just
it.
Jump to that first verse.
I say let's start from the top, play along with that, and let's see where we end up. Is it?
Well, I
do you have
guess
a
we get to
music
see it.
stand I could put this on?
Yeah, you'll need a music stand, Mike, for this one, pal.
May the force be with you.
3 hours, and he's having a crack at it. 3 hours, guys! That's ridiculous. This is why I love drums so much. He's taken a blank page, he's listened to some music, he's had a look at the tab, and he's having to go from scratch and create something from a blank page that's no longer there, that's not there, it's been taken away. And this is right up Mike's street. This particular part of the song is down to more feel than actual working out the time signatures. This part is absolutely, in fact, all of it will be down to, will be good for Mike because he's very much a feel player. Once he's cracked the codes, which we were talking about earlier, he will feel it right out and he'll play it, I'm presuming, very accurately, but it won't be exactly the same because it's impossible for a human to learn something so quickly, note for note. But his feel will carry him through, his experience will carry him through. I'm a firm believer of that. And he will also create something, in my opinion, which is going to be slightly different from Danny, but also beautiful and extremely musical. How is he doing this? This is a challenge. A ridiculous challenge. Here comes the odd time signatures. I'm having trouble with that last part of it. It's that bit at the end. I don't think they actually showed us how it finished that section, so I'm still trying to work it out. Notice he's got his stick upside down, his left hand. He's playing with the butt of the stick on the drum skin, and he's holding the shoulder of the stick. So the stick's the wrong way round, presumably to get a nice downstroke on his snare. And to not break the stick, probably, as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Oh! I've got it. It's 2 5s at the end. I've got it. I've just got it. Wait a minute. Where's the beginning again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got it right a minute ago, then I counted it wrong by accident. But I've got it now. I've got a 6 8, a 6 8, a 5 8, a 6 8, a 5 8, a 5 8. Thank goodness 4/4 here. We're back to the normal, average sound of a song, which the majority of bands write in 4/4. It's like when Tool go into 4/4, it sounds odd, but when a pop band or a rock band goes into odd, it sounds very odd. How much musicality does Mike bring to it? The tones of his drum kit, he almost creates melodies within the rhythm. I've got it! I've got it! I've got it! It's so much easier to understand once you've worked out the code. I've cracked the end of the code. Just gonna go and have a lie down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Okay, I'm in the wrong bit. Let's start again. I did have it. I promise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. No, I'm behind. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1. It's 5. 6 8 6 8 5 8 6 8 5 8 5 8. I'm counting 10 sometimes just because 5 and 5 is 10, right? As we all know, that's quite an easy equation though, isn't it? This is why I love the drums so much. There's so much to it. You've got working out the code, the time signature. You've got working out the rudiments and the sticking patterns. You've got working out the rhythms and the patterns of each beat. You've got the navigation around the kit and where you actually do the downstrokes and the hits. You've got accents, which help push the music forward creatively, which unison with the other instruments. You've got syncopation. I remember now why I became a drummer. This has absolutely motivated me and inspired me and reminded me and humbled me how much more practice I've got to do, what the drums are about, why I first started playing. This is the reason I got into drumming. So thank you, Mike Portnoy, for reminding me how much more I've got to bloody practice. I love his Tama drum kit. I play a Tama, I think they're so melodic. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. God, I love the drums so much. There's nothing that I love more. This is just a piece of art. Just a piece of artwork. See what I mean by the melody of the drum kit? It's like telling its own melodic story along the side of the other instruments, whilst pushing the music forward and driving it with just the whole feel of the rhythm. So it's rhythmic and melodic. Sorry, I'm just dancing right now. It's just beautiful. Whoa. Whoa, yeah. Yes! Sorry, I'm just... Forget the microphone for 5 minutes. I'm turning this up. The dynamics. The dynamics. Something I didn't mention before, the dynamics. Not just playing one me man hit drum, boom. Playing loud, playing soft, controlling the volume. Not easy to do. Broken triplets. In fact, it wasn't triplets, he was actually playing straight there, thinking about it. One, two, three, four. Straight. It's been 4-4 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Back to the, it's just like a journey, isn't it? It's like going through a labyrinth and experiencing different, yeah, put your snare back on, Mike, now. You need it on for the main body of the song. It's just like going through a labyrinth and experiencing different stories on the way, meeting new people, seeing different dramas unfold. It's a story. Progressive music is a story being told through time and through melody and rhythms. That's all it is. I say that's all it is. That's pretty difficult to achieve. I can't bloody do it. So good! That was so good. The timing, Mike. What a drummer. There's not many people in the world that could get on camera and execute, even in sections, these ridiculously amazingly written, perfectly executed drumage. Right on Mike's street, these fills, aren't they? Wow! Woo! I love the drums. I love the drums. It's just cemented everything about why I love the drums. Thank you, Mike Portnoy. Thank you, Danny Carey. Thank you, Brandon Toots from Drumeo. Thanks for showing us that it's not just me man hit drum with downstroke. Thanks for showing us how musical the drums are. 5 hours, under 6 hours by a margin. He's done that. That was hard to watch,
the one.
but beautiful to watch at the same time.
That was the ending.
I hope to everyone watching this video that they realize what you've just done.
I've realised it,
You
Brandon.
just played one of the most difficult songs ever recorded.
You're not kidding.
Legit.
That really is. I mean, I knew this song from hearing it as a fan, as a casual listener, but I heard it, loved it, was blown away by it, but never in a million years considered learning it. There's no way on earth I could have learned all of Danny's fills. I mean, I'm sure Danny spent days, weeks, months, years constructing this masterpiece. And it is a masterpiece. It really
is a masterpiece.
But there's no way, even though I know my odd time signatures and all that, I'm a field guy. And this
Said he was a field guy.
challenge and a half. I don't know if I should thank you or kill you.
Thank
I'll
them.
let the internet decide. They might thank me or they might thank you.
Wow.
I'm thanking both of
well,
you.
Danny and Tool, that's a beautiful piece of work. But now, Danny, you gotta come in do the dance of fraternity now. All right?
Yeah, I'd like to see
Fair's
that.
fair.
I'd love to see that. Wow. What an
I just
absolute
took
pleasure.
a pee and coffee break, and my son Max texted me. He's like, so what song did they toss you? Here's the text. I'm in hell. Fucking Tool. And Max's response is LOL with a million exclamation points. And then this is the funniest response. How the fuck is that even going to be possible?
And he's not joking.
We'll have to
His
see
son
the
isn't
video.
joking.
And I feel like writing to him, it's not. It's impossible.
We're proving it's possible.
Wow, unbelievable. Let's just talk about it for 2 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, you've just witnessed something that was needed to be witnessed. Something that we never thought would be possible. Somebody learning a Tool song in 5 hours. And it's just proved how good Mike Portnoy is as a drummer, hasn't it? I mean, you can kind of survive these days online with making videos and doing covers, but who really knows how good someone is until they're put under a pressured situation to be able to learn a song with multiple time signatures, with multiple rhythm changes, with time signatures that don't stick to the code and always stay to the same thing. It goes back into 4/4, it goes to 6, it goes to 6, it goes to 5, it goes back to 6, it goes back to 5, it goes back to 5. And playing melodically, rhythmically, musically, it's all well and good, but working it out on the spot with bright lights and a camera in front of you, that separates the wheat from the chaff. You can't get away with blagging a career if you are learning Tool in under 6 hours and performing it, even in sections. I mean, 90% of drummers wouldn't simply be able to do it in that time. I imagine you put on a good drummer who's less versed or less well versed than Mike Portnoy, less experienced, and they might be able to work it out. But you'd probably need double the time, maybe even a couple of days. Usually something like that would take weeks or months. But that's proven to me that really Mike Portnoy is an absolute monster. We know that Danny Carey is, and we know that Mike Portnoy are monsters, but when you see it put into perspective like that, it really does hit home. So thank you, Drumeo, so much for letting us be part of this and see exactly what it's like to work out something super difficult as a musician and lay down the foundations to be able to play it thoroughly, make it your own, with feel, with music theory, and with just experience and knowledge, and just to prove to people that who aren't drummers, look, this instrument isn't a joke. This isn't something that people take up just to play a simple 4/4 beat, although 4/4 beats are very much needed in music, and essentially you want to create something which resonates with people, and that's the most important thing. But there are drummers out there who take it to the next level, and there's music out there that you need to be very adept with. As a percussion player, you can't just get away with holding the sticks in a random fashion and pumping a 4/4 out. Doom, cha, doom, cha. I mean, even the most simplest beat in music could be made perfect. Couldn't be made perfectly. You can always improve the most simple beat. And this video right here demonstrates how significant, how difficult, and how musical the drums are as an instrument. Give me a comment. What did you think to Mike Portnoy working out Danny Carey? Is Mike Portnoy one of the greatest drummers of all time? Is Danny Carey one of the greatest drummers of all time? If you want to see some more drum content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell button. Till next time, thanks for watching.